Mr. Trump.
Well, there's a lot of things that I suppose that I worry about, but and some of these things will seem esoteric to people. The birth rate is very low in almost every country, and something, unless that changes, civilization will disappear. America had the lowest birth rate, I believe, ever. That was last year. Places like Korea, the birth rate is 1/3 replacement rate. So that means in 3 generations, Korea will be 3 or 4% of its current size. And nothing seems to be turning that around. Humanity is dying. And people, it's just not something we evolved to react to. And I worry generally about the strength of America. America is the central column that holds up all of Western civilization. So if you've got the temple of Western civilization, America is the central column. If that column fails, it's all over. You can't run off to New Zealand or some other place. It's over. So either we strengthen that column and make sure America is strong and will be strong for a long time, or that roof's coming down.
Mr. Trump. Yes, yes, yes. Can we do a sound check? Sound check. Hold on, y'all. We're about to take flight. Gotta check. See if this volume's ready. Sound check.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
yeah. Okay, yeah, we sound good. Just had to check, guys. Yeah, this the late night show. We up at 11:30, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Where y'all from? This is the call-in show. If you decide to comment, we go shout your city out. All that. The thing is, y'all might think I'm gonna come off hating on these guys. I'm actually not. I wanted to get into some biblical syncretism behind these chains. I mean, the chain, or what we call the ball and chain, has some godly connections to it. Okay, especially with this guy we call King James. Okay, we all know who King James is. Let's pull up King James. Here go your boy King James. Okay, but who is King James? Who's really King James? Now, the thing is, you see him with his emblem, and this is where the rappers and the entertainers get these big chains from. Now, they say it's from Africa, but the thing is, I really don't have no proof of that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some people say Mansa Musa had all these chains around his neck, but the thing is, we don't know if that guy's real or not. But we do know. We don't know if Mansa Musa is real or not. I'm telling you. I mean, we don't heard stories and all that, but we know who King James is. And I think King James is way more important than Mansa Musa. I ain't trying to be racist or anything, but they said Mansa Musa was a Moor, but they went on conquest too. They were like rogues for the Vatican, but they come in all shapes and sizes. Like the Moors was an occupation, so your Moors are your modern day pirates and all that. So you know what they like to get? They like to get the booty. The pirates like to get the booty. King James is your modern day pirate. King James, he loves to get the booty. Okay, we all seen him getting oiled up at that P Diddy party. Okay, and he's throwing up his all-seeing eye, which is another personification of the ball and chain. We gonna get into all that tonight, y'all. Man, I hope y'all got your cigarettes and coffee, whatever you smoking on, or whatever you drinking on. But yeah, I seen these chains. I said, damn, man, these chains look mighty similar to each other. You know what I'm saying? They both look like. I'm gonna tell you what they look like. They actually look like this. You see George Washington inside his obulus. Now the thing is, these chains are designed just like George Washington in this flat. He's displaying this flat Earth cosmology right here. But you see the ball. The ball is God right here. The ball is God, and guess what? He's chained down into this Masonic checkerboard. And we pull up George Washington. He got a chain on too. Where do you think these Negroes get that from? The Jews. George Washington is a Jewish colonizer. Okay? And the thing is about George Washington, he also wore a wig. Now the thing is, on the plantation, these rappers and these entertainers and these transformers, what do they put on? They put on the wig. Everything they do, they getting it from they getting it from the colonizer, okay? Because like I said, the colonizer and the African American, they work hand to hand with each other, family. They work hand in. So you got the black KKK and you got the white KKK. But there's a black dude under here. We already seen Kanye wear the damn costume. This your black boule. And that's what the Masonic checkerboard represents. And here go your modern day ball and chain. So this ain't nothing new. Lil Wayne wore way bigger chains than Shedeur Sanders. Kevin Samuels, I don't know. But the thing is, this the NBA, the NFL draft. What does NFL stand for? Niggers for life, family. Niggers for life. Yeah, we late night, man. We in late night, man. Look, it's the call-in show. It's the call-in. I'm in my pajamas. I'm feeling comfy. I'm watching MSNBC to see what the fuck they lying about. And let's get into this ball and chain because this ball and chain shit go way back, man, to ancient Egypt. This the ball and chain. This your modern day slavery. But when you pull up the Masonic, did not show you the Masonic checkerboard. Did not show you the Masonic checkerboard. Now, when you go to this picture of the Masonic checkerboard, look, this one with the chain is fake. This one is real. Why is this one real and this one's fake? Because the thing is, when you dealing with STEM, this is called STEM right here. This is what the ball and chain represents: science, technology, education, and mathematics, family. So they dealing with the ancient schools of Egypt, the mystery schools of Egypt, when they dealing with these damn chains and shit. This is what Egypt was all about, being flashy and all that. This is your ancient form of Babylonian culture. They practice in Babylonian culture, but they slaves to it. You know what I'm saying? They slaves to the ball and chain. That's the Cuban link. But the link really is the Aurora Borealis symbol, family. And I'm gonna pull that up. Let me pull this up. But yeah, that when I pull up that Masonic checkerboard, that's George Washington, but the chain is shaped just like the symbol of George Washington inside his obelisk. But the symbol inside this chain is really the serpent with the two pillars of Freemasonry going down the side. You see what I'm saying? They giving you the same effect. Now, George Washington is on the dollar bill. They wearing the same symbolism. He wearing the same symbolism as George Washington. And there's a team called Washington Commanders, family. And guess what? He might get picked up by the Washington Commanders. You never know. Especially if Trump in there making deals. You never know, but allegedly he's getting yeah, he's getting cut. Allegedly. Let's read right quick because it says multiple NFL owners reportedly told their front office to take Brown's man, I swear I do not like pronouncing his name, man. I'm gonna just call him Shredder, okay? Because he shredded his career in half. So when I say Shredder, just know, because I ain't about to pronounce this dude. That's just stupid because pronouncing his name is like pronouncing Sharkeisha's name. And I ain't trying to do all that tonight, okay? You know, I've been sipping and I've been smoking. I ain't trying to fuck up the bill. Shouts out to the people that's watching out there. The comment section is open, but you know, I'm about to take off. So it says Shedeur Sanders off their draft board completely. They didn't even want his ass, family. They did not want this dude, bro. Why? Because he brings a lot of attention. Hold on. Yeah, you see how, yeah. I took your advice, man. You know what? I'm gonna just do it like that because I got different introductions, but I'll play the music at the end. You know what I'm saying? I'll just play the music at the end. But yeah, you know I'm gonna take your advice, man. I'm gonna take your advice. Shouts out to a human being, though. Family, shouts out. Yeah, he's tapped in. He's tapped in for real. Matter of fact, sub up to his channel. But yeah, we just going into some symbolism behind these chains, the ball and chain, because The definition of the ball and chain. Let's read. For real, y'all thought I was playing tonight? Y'all thought this was a game? No, it's not a game, man. It's not a game. Now let's pull this up, y'all. Who the hell is calling my phone? That's Corey. That's Corey Knows. Hold on. Corey, what's up, family?
What up with you?
I'm on live right now. We talking about Shedeur Sanders, man, and JalenHurts.
Who's that?
You don't know who that is? That's Deion Sanders' son.
What, he gay?
You said, is he gay? Yeah, he might. I don't know, man. In today's world, man, it's the zesty, the booty bandits, man. The booty bandits. Yeah, they like to play with the ball and chains. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, what's up with him? What?
Nah, it's a big controversy about him going in the 5th round. You know Deion Sanders, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's been very disgruntled trying to get his kid and drafted 1st round, but he think he Archie Manning. He think he could pull strings like Archie Manning. You know what I'm saying?
Pulling strings.
Yeah, he tried to pull strings, try to get his son drafted 1st round, but come to find out, he's a fucking bust. And guess what?
He ain't no LeBron James.
Man, he's no different than LeBron James right now. And he's a complete bust. He's a complete bust. They down 3-1. But yeah, LeBron James. And then you know who JalenHurts is? He played for the Eagles. He's a black quarterback for the Eagles. And they won the Super Bowl last year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so he skipped the White House visit.
Skipped the White House visit?
Yeah, man. He skipped the White House visit, bro. He said he had something. Man, he said he had something else to do. I'm like, damn. But he already done spoke out against 45 and 47. He don't like 45 and 47, but I think he's a Black Panther. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's COINTELPRO, y'all. And you know what? He's counterintelligence too, because once you go against 45 and 47, you don't see people anymore after that. People disappear when you talk about 45 and 47.
What is that?
Yeah, it's basically a spell, man. Like, I've noticed it. Like, people who wish bad on certain people, they get casted a spell on them, bro. Like, they don't ever come out right after they do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh man, you ain't supposed to be saying this and doing this, and it's all gonna come back on you at the end of the day, because it's not out of a good judge of character. It's basically your whole perspective is just manipulated. Yeah, but that's what's going on, man. We just chopping it up right now, but yeah, man. I already got that, man. So I'm gonna have to hit you up. I'm gonna have to hit you up tomorrow. So, cool. But shit, you can stay on if you want to. If you want me to send you the link, or you could, you know what I'm saying, talk about this, because we about to go in. I haven't even got into all my slides yet, because this ball and chain.
Send me the link when I get over here to Girls. I'll get on there, but I'll probably be like 15 minutes.
All right, that's cool. All right, bro.
All right.
Yeah, shouts out to Corey No. So yeah, here go your heavy metal ball and chain. And when you're dealing with heavy metal, you're dealing with rock and roll culture. And what do we say? Who personifies the rock and roll culture? Who did we say was the rock and roll? What did Christ do when he was in the tomb for 3 days? He rolled that rock. He rolled that rock back. But the thing is, we gonna say that one for later. So these ovulus, that's all they are ovulus, ball and chain. But the thing is, let's get into the definition. A heavy metal ball secured by a chain to the leg of a prisoner to prevent escape. A crippling encumbrance. The ball and chain of debt. What happened when he got into the league? He fell into debt, y'all. He would have made more money in college than he would have in the NFL because he's he's a debt slave of the corporations. The corpse represents the dead bodies. This is why these wealthy men dress in all black, like it's like they going to a funeral, because you're DOA at birth. You basically turn into a corporation. That's the birth certificate. That's your social security number, and that's your barcode. That's your barcode. Okay. These things come with barcodes. Okay. Because you got to think about it. These wealthy white men that own these, how many teams is it? That's 32 families right there. These are families. You know what I'm saying? And you can't allow an already rich Negro into the family because he's not going to appreciate it. Matter of fact, he's going to depreciate it because guess what? Sexy Red on her way to fucking Cleveland out this bitch. Sexy Red on her way to Cleveland to party and turn it into a nigger festival, y'all. And so they go turn Cleveland into nigger town. I can tell you that right now. And guess what? It was all by design. You see what LeBron did to Cleveland? He established a big economic boom in Cleveland. Will Shedeur Sanders do the same thing? I don't know. But if Sexy Red pulling up, oh, you already know it's going to be a Negro fest. Because they play with the ball and chains, the penis and the shaft. What do you think this obelisk is? He's inside his penis. This the sperm cell. He's his own sperm cell. He's personifying his own God body. This is what the G stands for. Government. Governing the mind. Okay? This all has to do with electromagnetism. This is his modern day. This is his ancient macabre. This is what's going to get him to the other side. And like I said, when you're dealing with Freemasonry, that's the serpent with the two pillars of Freemasonry. Guess what that is? That's Joachim and Boaz. You see Joachim and Boaz right here, the two pillars, and he's standing on his Freemasonic. This is flat Earth cosmology right here as well. When you're dealing with the sun and the moon, but the G personifies Polaris. What is this chain? This chain is cold. It's polar. It stands for Polaris. This the Most High God. Okay, this the Most High God in the hierarchy, Masonic hierarchy. Polaris, and Polaris is cold. This is what these chains stand for. Because Polaris represents this rock that's above the Godhead right here. Now the thing is, that rock also is what they call Mount Meru, or what they call Mother Mary, because she represents the Catholic nun, and they dress in all black, like George Washington. He's your modern day Mother Mary, okay? When you're talking about the male on the male phallus, because they switch, because the male, this is what they call androgynous in the astral realm. These people switch, body swapping shit. The male turn female, and the female turn male. That's the goat, or what they call the Baphomet. And let me show you something right now. Let me get King James up off here. I'm gonna put King James back up on there. Let me go into my slides. And the reason why they worship the Baphomet because Uncle Sam wears the same star as the Baphomet, y'all. And I thought I had a picture of the Baphomet pulled up on here. I might have to let's screen share it because these gods represent a draft. Okay? Do you see how this coincides with their god, their cow god? This is why they worship a cow god called Rama. Who is Rama? Hold on, I'm about to fuck y'all heads up with this. Hold on. Let's pull up the Baphomet. Let's pull up the Baphomet. It's the same deity. Uncle Sam and Baphomet is the same overlord. Let's screenshot this. He's the same overlord. And you see him with his hand up and his hand down. Because the hand is quicker than the eye. Okay? The hand is quicker than the eye when it comes to this behind the scenes. Now, let me pull this up. So Uncle Sam is the Baphomet, and you see he wear the same star on his forehead, just like he wear the same star on his forehead. He wants you in his army so you can do the will of his god, his goat god, Pan, or the Baphomet, or the horny goat. So when they put on the ice and chain, they get horny. And the women love this. They get horny. That's the horny goat. What do they call him, the goat? What is he accused of being? Horny. Okay? This is your draft. Because this got everything to do with your ass going into fighting for a corporation that's dead on arrival, DOA. Okay? Now these corporations own your body and soul. This is why they don't want certain people in the NFL. They trying to clean this shit up. But once you get drafted, now you under their terms and conditions. And there's nothing you can do about it. Deion Sanders had to call up Trump to do something about it. But guess what? At the end of the day, where do you think he's going to end up at? Probably arena football. Probably the Mutant League. But this is the draft. They wear the same symbol. And their god is a goat. The milk and honey. That is America, the milk and honey. Now let's pull up. Do y'all see it? Do y'all see it? Who wears these top hats? Who deals with the top? Man, these the top hats, man. This is Colonel Sanders. Yeah, Colonel Sanders. What is his last name? His name is Sanders. What do black people love to deal with? Chicken. Colonel Sanders even shouted this dude out. I think they got a commercial with KFC because allegedly black people love fried chicken. Sexy Red. Go be at the Cleveland game. Now, when you're dealing with ball and chain, this is their guy right here, ball and chain. This is the symbol of the ball and chain, family. This symbol goes way back to ancient Egypt. Damn near fucking 10,000 years in around the first dynasty. But you're dealing with this guy called Aten, and we go pull him up because we might have to do some screen sharing. And this is his symbol of the ball and chain. And there's an AI a corporation called Aten International. Yes, it does. It's a Chinese manufacturer connectivity. This is how they're able to connect to their God through this ball and chain technology via Neuralink. Because Neuralink is the chain to link to this God they call Ball, or this all seeing. Ball is the all seeing eye as well. I don't know if y'all, I'm gonna have to catch y'all up on some of my content. So go check the stream. Go check them old streams. So yeah, Aten is also known as Aten, Oten, Eten, and Odin, the Norse god Odin. But he goes by many names as Adam. He goes by Adam. But this Aten also represents the atom or the atom. And what did I tell you these chains look like? They look like tombs right here. And you see George Washington in his tomb on his Masonic checkerboard. But like I said, this chain right here with the two symbols represent the serpent. These people still worship the serpent. Now the serpent is also this symbol right here. Let me pull this up. The serpent is also the Aurora Borealis family. Let me put. I already got all this stuff queued up. I just can't fit it in. I just couldn't fit it in all at one time, so I gotta back out. So this is the Aurora Borealis, and this is the chain that he got on his neck. So I guess he got the Cuban links, but the Cuban links just means they connected to their God. Because gold is a conduit. You know what I'm saying? Gold is a conduit for electricity. This is why they wear the chain. But it, like I said, is linked to Neuralink, or what we call this old ancient god called Aten. As you can see, the chain, these are your ancient the netters of Egyptian cosmology. So when you're dealing with the netters, these are the nets, the chain link nets that capture you to this god called Baal or Baal. And Baal is a cow deity, a cowboy. This is why the top hats in America worship the cow god. Because the thing is, when you draft your kids, you basically sacrificing them to Moloch, y'all. Haven't I told y'all this before? You see, this is what y'all get for being left behind. Some of them podcasters y'all listen to, man, they leave y'all behind on the information. But this your ancient Neuralink technology. But Elon or Elion personifies the Aurora Borealis, or what we call the Neuralink. And this is your first world's transhumanism gods of ancient Egypt. And they worship the snake too. Who else worshiped the snake? Let me pull it up because he got it on his damn chain. The snake, the money, the serpent. He worshiping, man, these football players worship a multitude of gods subconsciously. They don't fucking know it. They just told to do because it's already written out in they contract and they script. It's already written out. When they say all is already written, that's what you get right here. Look, in ancient Canaanite Phoenician religions, Baal was a title for a deity, specifically the ones associated with fertility, weather, and storms, often depicted as a bull. Like I said, didn't I say they personify a ram, a chip, a motherboard? This ain't nothing but a chip. And guess what? When you see Negroes with these on, you already know they fucking mindset. This is just another symbol of idolatry to identify the dumbass Negro that's wearing it. Because you already know his ideology with this damn ball and chain. That means he about to be in jail in the next 5 years. Look, they got this Negro at the White House too. Ninjas in the White House. He from the Eagle team. Shout out to him. But his chain don't look he tried to copy off JalenHurts. This damn near the same chain. It just got some other shit in it. But the outlining of it is the same. He got the same Cuban links. He just put Cuban links on his shit too. So, and after we get done breaking down this syncretism, we could go into some video footage too. But let's pick up to where I was saying about the deity, the ram. So the ram god is the goat god Pan, or who they call Baphomet. Now let's pull this up because this is very important. Who is the ram? This is the ram, y'all. This is the bull. In ancient Canaanite and Phoenician religions, Baal was a deity specifically associated with fertility, weather, and storms, often depicted as a bull or a ram. The word Baal also meant owner or lord. Who do you think owned the damn NFL? There's 32 families. And some say there's 33 families. But they go undetected. You don't see them. But that motherfucker owns all the teams. That 33rd owner, there's 32 teams. But you don't see that 33rd owner because they work on another level than the other 32. So that's your ball and chain concept as well. The ball and chain is actually a ripple effect, but I could tie it in with flat Earth cosmology because that's how everything is structured through this ball and chain. And this is your cosmic egg right here, and it's teaching you how that all these different layers of reality are connected by a ball and chain. The balls are the chakra layers. You got 7 of them, and one is the crown. So this is what they teach you about string theory, ball and chain. I wouldn't go demonize it too bad. You know what I'm saying? You already know I'm gonna come behind it and clean it up too. So yeah, that's the ball and concept too, because everything has to be aligned. Now, when you're dealing with ball and chain, this is also your Ezekiel's wheel, and this is the Samsara right here. But this is your old McDonald. We all did. This is ball and chain. The legs. See, the thing is, everything's chained to the center. And when you're dealing with flat Earth cosmology, the center would be, or the center. See, they say if you're center and aligned with yourself, just like this concept, this cosmic egg, you see how everything's aligned. This is what they say Christ personified. The straight and narrow, everything's aligned. That's your chakra layers all connecting, lock and key, basically. So what I'm telling you right here, everything is drawn towards this center, the 1 and the 0. That's the binary code. But the thing is, it's all connected. United we stand, divided we fall concept. But this is your different layers of reality. And the reason why we call it the ball and chain effect is because at 33rd degree north, you get magnetism. That's where your compass is pointing. So I got a concept of when you die, your soul is drawn toward this center point right here, and this magnetism just pulls your spirit towards this, and that's why ghosts don't walk; they just scoot. I know. You've seen those movies where ghosts don't even walk; they like chained to something. They get this pulley effect, but it's pulling you towards this center point. They don't want you to know this shit because this the art of rebirth and reincarnation. And this center point right here represents a rock, or who they call Christ, right here. And they represent this rock in all religions. Even at the macabre, they line up like this and circle around. So that's your ball and chain concept on a religious scale. But it's tied to all this biblical cosmology talk. But who is the ram? The Lord or the owner? Okay. So when you're dealing with the NFL concept, you're dealing with niggers for life. Who's the owner? Uncle Sam, because you just got drafted into this army. And NFL directly ties to who? Uncle Sam. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That's the Ram. That's the Rama. Guess who their God is? Who is Brahmanism? These are old Hindu gods that they worship, but the ram is the sacrificial lamb, or the goat head, or the goat of Mendes. This is also your female. This personifies your female, the female uterus, the ram, and the horns are the fallopian tube, and there go the baby spitting out the mouth right there. But that's on another. Uh, I could sync that up with something else too. But when I pulled up the goat of Mendes, that's the ram. But the ram is also personified as a keyboard, not a keyboard, but a computer chip. This is the RAM right here. You see what I'm saying? This goat is basically a brain computer interface chip, an ancient brain computer interface. This is the RAM. This is they god Brahma. And let's pull up what Brahma looked like. Because guess where these people, well, guess where the Rams is located at, family? The Rams, hold on. The Ram is located at, let's pull this up. I ain't playing with y'all tonight. We done synced up so much. I done gave y'all so much. Make sure you hit the cash out, because you ain't going to get this knowledge really nowhere else. So let me get this out. We already showed Sexy Red. Hold on. We already showed Sexy Red. Let me get this off the screen. So we done with that. Sexy Red supposed to be pulling up to the Cleveland games, y'all. This is they god Ram or Rama. It's an ancient Hindu god right here. This is the Brahma bull. This is your ancient Brahma, who worship Brahma. There is a favorite, one of your favorite wrestlers worships the same Hindu god. But Brahma come in many forms. But Brahma is a bull also, the rock. What did we talk about the rock? The heavy metal. You see what's going on here? The heavy metal, the rock. Because that's their god that they tied to, Baal, the god Baal. And he's a cow god. And guess what? He's another form of iron. Because guess what? This god is gold. And this god is personifying the gold chains. Hook 'em horns. This is your ancient form of Brahmanism, the cowboys. I told you this shit's spiritual. When you talking about NFL draft, man, this ain't just no play, man. You dealing with spirits. You dealing with the overlords. Okay? And it seemed like the overlords trying to clean this shit up. They trying to clean it. The overlords trying to clean this shit up because they know that old style of gritty hip hop, you know what I'm saying? All that shit going out of style. They trying to get your boy Jay-Z up out of here too. But they all working with different organizations to try to take down America. But America is mostly conservative. Like we we see all this shit. Like I said, George Washington obelisk is built just like the Masonic, uh, just like the Masonic Lodge, how it's laid out like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving you the ball and chain concept. I gave y'all this because his obelisk, George Washington's obelisk, represents this ball and chain theory. It's shaped just like Jesus Christ's chamber, the manger of Jesus Christ. That was Jesus Christ's cosmic egg that he had to bust out of. That's the Christ and the Jesus Christ in his manger, and it's shaped just like it too. So let's get back ball and chain, ball and chain. Do you see this Jewish man right here with whipping his slave? Why is he whipping his slave? The same reason why Charleston White is whooping these Negroes' asses too when it comes to talking about African American created culture. This culture was whipped into you, and this culture was chained to you. This culture was taught by the small hats, the top hats. They got different forms of hat, but they the same people. This looked like a sombrero, but this hat is based off Saturnalia knowledge. This your cowboy hat too. This hat is built just like the UFO ship. That's the ball and chain concept too. Okay, because their God is supposed to come back and rapture these souls. So these souls are tied to a ball and chain, just like the Statue of Liberty. The same reason why the Statue of Liberty she got a ball and chain on her ankle is the same reason why these slaves are tied to these corporations. Okay? And when they get in trouble, they call on God. Yeah, they call on their God bow. And they go home and live extravagant lives while their followers get fed politics. Shit's crazy, y'all. We cracked the Da Vinci Code a long time ago. Look at us, y'all. People cry racism, but guess what? 0 white cornerbacks drafted in the NFL. Ain't that a shame? They couldn't even find one. They couldn't even find one, y'all. So this also represents something else too.
Well, there's a lot of things that I suppose that I worry about, but and some of these things will seem esoteric to people. The birth rate is very low. In almost
So I'm gonna be honest, we don't see white people coming around. Just know the birth rates is very low in the white community. We already went over this topic. Let me hold on. We already went over this topic, and I told y'all they was trying to phase white people quotation mark up out of here, but they using social media to do it. They using COINTELPRO to do it. COINTELPRO, a counterintelligence program, because they trying to really do away with the Republican voters because you cannot run a nation, well, what they call a democracy, if the soul of the nation is on a certain side. You do know that, right? So, in return, they have to have covert and do illegal operations. This is where your you said money comes in. Projects between 1956 and 1971 by the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation aimed at surveilling, infiltrating, discrediting, and disrupting American politics. What did Hurts do today? What did this fucking Negro do today? He disrupted politics. He said something about Trump. He's COINTELPRO. Let's read. Let's read. Groups and individuals targeted by the FBI, including feminist organizations, the Communist Party, USA, and anti-Vietnam War organizations. Let's give a round of applause to these motherfuckers, because I think Jalen Hurts a part of this program. I'm gonna be honest with you. Activists, because he want to be a fucking activist in the civil rights and black power movement. Okay? Martin Luther King and the Nation of Islam and the Black Panther Party. Let's pull this up, family. The Black Panther Party. And I showed you. Where is he at? I told y'all about the Black Panther Party. Jalen Hurts' daddy is probably a Black Panther. Look. He got the Black Panther hat on. Let's pull this up. I said he put that damn Kang on his head and he twisted it back like a damn Black Panther. I said, yep. Jalen Hurts is COINTELPRO, part of the Black Panther Party. And why? The thing is, why would he fucking say that about fucking Trump? He knew that going to the White House after the Super Bowl is a team tradition. You get your ass up there, you do what you do. You don't gotta like the man. You shake his hand, or do whatever. The thing is, I don't even trust these motherfuckers shaking their hand because they might have one of them buzzers on it. Yeah, you know them clown buzzers with the needles on it? Man, Trump better watch out. Because the thing is, if Trump get poked with that damn buzzer thing and we see his hand turn black, just know that's what it was, family. That's what it was. Remember, y'all remember, I think he had a rally at the Garden and somebody just threw their phone at him. And the Secret Service was like, shit, like 10 seconds late to get to the phone. I'm saying, man, they could have blew him up right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just boggled my mind that he walk around like that with barely no, like, if somebody, I'm thinking in my head, like, damn, man, if somebody really try to coordinate some shit, I'm be honest, man, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen these next few years. They go still try to get him, you know what I'm saying? They still gonna try to get, they ain't gonna quit. But yeah, Jalen is a part of that Black Panther shit. And he got drafted too. He got drafted into politics, fam. So one of them 32 families, they might be, you know, one of those families that allow Negroes to do this on the plantation. Because he getting his money from white people. But guess what? They said, they talk about the Negro League this, the Negro League that. Do you know who owned the Negro League? Come on, man. A Jewish man owned it wasn't no Negro owning that damn. Come on, people don't think, man. People don't think at all, man. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up too, because I know I'm right. Because if that's the case, they would have kept on letting it ride out. So they wanted the Negroes to play with the blacks. I want to just pull this up. I know who it is. I know. I can almost bet because we don't hear nothing about who created it, like who put all that shit together. Was it Negro League football? Because I know they had Negro League. Because people keep on bringing up, oh, we gonna start a whole nother league, but Fritz Pollard, that ain't no damn Negro either. No, that's not. No, that's not them. Hold on. Hold on. I'm looking. I'll probably just go back and do a whole build on that. Yeah, we're gonna do a whole build on this. But yeah, I'll look into that later. I ain't gonna hold up the show. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. And let's pull this up. Well, I had some more to show y'all on that last syncretism. I'm gonna just have to. We'll just go back and do that later. We'll just go back and do that on another episode. So let's go into the video footage. And if you can find who created the Negro League, let me know. Like who was funding this shit? Some said it was some black entrepreneurs, but just like the Negro always do, he always sell out. So I don't know. It might have been authentic, but there's always somebody. Even with the NCAACP, y'all, there's a Jewish man sitting right here. These are the headquarters, and this is around the time of the Negro League, if I'm not mistaken. The NAACP, and you see this Jewish white man right here, and you see this Jewish white man in the middle. And like I said, this your 1% that own all the blacks, but they all on one accord. So they don't tell you who they're getting that money from. So it's these rich Negroes right here working with the small hats. These are your Moors or your modern day Buffalo soldiers. These are your African Americans. And like I said, the African American is a manufactured entity. These people were brought over here to conquer the blacks that was already here. Go look up what Christopher Columbus said when he got here. So the thing is, it was Operation Beetlejuice out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? But throughout time, we hear stories of these people merging with the natives of this land. And through bloodline the land becomes conquered through the bloodline. And like I said, you only had a small group of families coming over here, but they had to bring they didn't bring a lot of African Americans over here. They only brought the ones that was going to kill the African Americans that were already in America. You see what I'm saying? They needed their buffalo, so that's why you see George Washington. He had a black. He had a little black boy rowing his boat. I don't know if he was how old he was, but there's a picture of George Washington in that boat going across that Potomac. I think it's the Potomac River, if I'm not mistaken. But you had a black dude that was rowing his boat. But guess what? It was probably one of these blacks right here doing it. So, like I said, yes, throughout history, the black man has worked with the white man. But the thing is, they don't want you to know that. So they give you an illusion of racism. But at the UN, everything's united. You see the ball and chain? They personify this UN symbol right here personifies the ball and chain too. That is the ripple effect. And you see where everything's leaded into the UN, the United Nations. United Nations, the N stands for North, 33rd degree. Everything's united at this pinnacle right here. Or the you know what I'm saying? So that's it is what it is, fam. Now let's get into go check this show out too. We did. Man, the thing is we gotta if you a content creator, you go talk about this shit. This shit, this shit's crazy, fam. You see what I'm saying? This stuff's crazy. So we might do shows like this, and then we might do other stuff. But I like to tie all my stuff together. That's what makes it interesting. I don't like just being bored on one topic. But yeah, go into that bill where we tie this into the 144,000. We did a whole decode on that. Go check that. It's on my YouTube page. Go check that out. We whipped that up in an hour. But yeah, let's go into some footage. Let's go into some footage, man. They doing your boy. They doing they doing your boy Shedeur Sanders dirty. Look what they said. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's pull this up. It says multiple NFL owners reportedly told their front office to take Brown's Shredder's shoulders off their draft board completely. Poor Boomer said this. He torpedoed himself, his attitude off the field, and at the combine, his dad didn't help him. I don't want this entitled person on my team. And I told y'all they should have got a broke black boy from the hood. But they went and got COINTELPRO, okay? They went and got COINTELPRO. They went and got Sexy Red because she going to Cleveland. You think any owners want this shit, this Negro Fest at they fucking arena? Let that shit fucking die down. Now, God damn it, can we get a white person at halftime this year? Because the thing is, white people are like, God damn, they tired of this Negro Fest. It ain't always got to be a Negro Fest. I'm going to be honest with you. Shit, let that shit cool down for 4 or 5 years and then pop back out. But to try to take over everything, I don't want to see that shit all the damn time. And I'm black, my dad. I want to see balance, man. I don't want to see brown booty hoes pulling up to the Browns game. I don't want to see that, man. But that's what you go get with ball and chain. You go get that. You go get that action. And like I said, them NFL owners ain't having that shit. Okay, they're not having it, and it ain't nothing racist about it. It's a change of ideology in America. These people still trying to hold on to dope boy life, dope boy chain, when people done got killed over this shit. Young black boys done got killed over this. You trying to look like this is why I respect them people that wear modest chains. It ain't gotta be no. The thing is, he could have got him a damn nice Cuban and shit like that, but people go want to do something to you when you pop out with this, especially in Cleveland. Especially in Cleveland, family. But they go turn that motherfucker out in the ghetto central, and yes, he would be at the club that might get he come on, man. You party with Sexy Red and he pull up with this chain, you already know what's gonna happen. Nightclub shot up. 50 people dead. You know what I'm saying? 50 people dead. They gonna turn Cleveland out. But Jalen, I'm gonna be honest with you, JalenHurts, he more on the political side. He's not he don't come off like a disgruntled Negro, a hip hop head. He don't come off like that, but he come off like Black Panther. He come off another form of the Black Panther. Yes, he does. And once they bring politics into the game, it's damn near ball and chain action. Now you tied to this ideology that you have to manifest destiny for people that don't have the best interests of America. That's why he pulling his eye up. Like, yeah, you see, it's almost over. Y'all see this? The acting is over. They tired of that flopping and shit. Flopping around like a goddamn fish on the court. You fucking 6'9", playing football. Damn Brian Urlacher playing fucking basketball, man. And some say he was tooting cocaine on the sidelines too. Allegedly, he had some white powdery substance. So when he go on the sideline and he sniffed the white powdery substance, he go 10 for 10. He go 10 for 10. And then when that shit wear down by the third quarter, he go give him another blast. He said, "Give me that shit now. I need it now." He didn't get it fast enough. That's why they down 3-1 because he didn't get his fucking supplements. I told you I was gonna act the food tonight. Here go another story about Shedeur Sanders. The Toronto astronauts of the CFL have added Shedeur Sanders to their negotiation list. I told you he was going to the sea. Go look at my past episode from a week ago. I said arena football or rapper. We did this a week ago because I know the knowledge behind the ball and chain. We predicted this a week. He go be in that CFL family. He go be in that damn Toronto astronaut suit. And they sent his ass to Toronto, fam. They sending his ass out of America. They don't want his ass. Well, I'll tell you what, man. They sending his ass out of America to play for the CFL. And maybe he might be able to resurrect the CFL. Maybe so. I don't know. I doubt it. Even Trump tried to buy a CFL team and it tanked. But I think he might try to bring that shit back. Trump might try to buy a CFL team. He bought one. I think he bought one, and that's what I was talking about earlier because I had seen it, but I didn't necessarily know the analytics of it. But he actually bought a CFL team, but it tanked. It tanked like in 2 years, and they wouldn't let him buy the Cowboys. So, Trump got vendetta against the NFL. For real, you want to be honest with you, because they wouldn't let him in. They wouldn't let him in. They would not let him in. He had the money and all that. They would not let him in. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So, yeah, that's why he out for revenge and shit. And then when football players talk bad about him, he got to give them a rundown. Now, the smart thing to do would be for Trump to start his own league. Did y'all hear what I said? If Trump started his own NFL league and called it something else, American football, because they got an American football league, and if, man, you don't think, watch, you dealing with the government. They recuperating all this money. Man, they recuperating over trillions of dollars. You don't think Trump could? When they say Trump world, all right, y'all think it's a game, man. Dude only getting started, but he had to start off with the security shit first. You can't do all this shit at one time. So this is what your Project AI is all about, your security system. So that's what they doing first. And now they gonna do the Project Stargate here in a few. Well, they already signed a deal for it, but they booted Elon out that conversation. That's why I think he done with politics too, because the thing is, Trump got his hands in Elon shit, but Elon can't really get his hands in this new project that's going on. Yeah, this is wild behind the scenes, but I keep my ear to the street. What did I have pulled up for y'all? Yeah, we went over a few things. Let me get this off the screen. We go. Yeah, so he might go to the astronauts. They even the CFL. He going to the Japanese football league, y'all, in Canada. That's crazy. Let's get into this video clip. It's 1 minute and 30 something seconds. I hope y'all enjoying the show. Make sure y'all sub up to the channel. This is long overdue for some syncretism. And yeah, let me pull this back up because when you dealing, I'm telling you right now. Let me before I erase these pictures and move on to these videos. I gotta tell y'all something about this ball and chain concept. And like I said, we all know. Well, if you're familiar with my shows, you know this symbol. It's the activism symbol, but that's the ball and chain symbol, and that's your hamster hand or the hand of God. But the thing is, when you dealing with that, you dealing with the God Aten, and if you put a S on Aten, you get Satan or Satan. And guess what? Satan is Satan's symbol right here. This the snake. This the serpent right here. But in ancient Egypt, they worship the serpent on the headdress. They worship the serpent on the headdress. So yeah, this is the serpent symbol with the two pillars going through it. You know what I'm saying? It's being pierced like Christ. You see what I'm saying? And that's what they showing you, that this ball right here is being pinned down. But this is your teepee too. This is your united we stand, divided we fall. And I believe Arizona got this on their flag too, the symbol of Aten Ra, the Ra symbol. America is Egypt, so they still dwell in, the Negroes still dwell in Egypt culture, because this is what they did in Egypt. All the gold and all that shit. So that's all they doing. They just practicing their religion subconsciously. When they get in trouble and things don't go their way, they call on their God to fix it. Sometimes he don't fix it though. Sometimes you end up getting drafted somewhere you don't want to be, to the Browns. And the Browns is basically the NFL penitentiary, y'all. Brown is doo-doo Brown. So that they giving you, they really trolling the Sanders family, but they jumping for joy like they done won the damn Super Bowl. But really, you getting trolled, fam. You getting trolled up out of here, and it must be done because guess what? How many black people have died over these shiny things, these shiny emblems? So you really supposed to pull it out your pocket like a damn, like a damn emblem. Just the emblem. Just pull it out your pocket. You're not supposed to actually wear it on your chain. If you see, the thing is, King James could wear it on his chest because he's King James. These motherfuckers ain't kings at all. To be honest with you, they lower than the king. So why would they believe that they could pull this stuff off? Yeah, for political and social reasons, because they want your kids looking like this too. But they gonna be the ball and the chain. You see it? The ball and the chain. The links. The link is the aurora borealis, and we already went over this. The ball and the chain. Ball and chain. This the same God that goes by many a names. I told you. Look, they found this on in Arizona. This is your ball and your chain. This shit go way. The ball and the chain go way back. This is Coco Pelli right here. You see him with he. This is a native Mesoamerica. Uh, Coco Pelli, the guy Coco Pelli, but he represent the ball and the chain. This God is the same God, but he go by many names. Ball and chain. Man, this shit was, when they say it was already written, it was already written. So this shit found on rocks and all this, you know what I'm saying? Real artifacts tied to this symbolism right here. And you see, guess what? Who represents this form of ball and chain? You see him with his horns. That's the cow god that they worship in America, named Uncle Sam. Named Uncle Sam. The Cowboys. The Baphomet. Let's pull up the Baphomet. If I think I thought I had it. Guess I ain't got it queued up. I guess it just disappeared. That's crazy. But y'all understand the concept with the five pointed star on the Baphomet's head, and then he got it on his hat too. But but the thing is, Uncle Sam, he's a goat too. Do you see him with his pointy beard? Like the devil? The devil has a beard. The devil's beard is making a trident, if you really look at it. Yeah, let's get into some footage, some video footage with Shedeur Sanders. Let's get into this. Let's see. I think this from, what's his name? I forgot his name. But we go. I forgot his name. But we go get into this video footage about what he said. And where's my, I have to put this, where is my, oh, this my, I gotta put my disclaimer on here. This is for education purposes only, y'all. Only. I shouldn't have streamed, you know what? I shouldn't have streamed them damn NBA games, man. Because they got my black ass good. They got my black. I streamed them NBA games. I was like, damn, man, I shouldn't have did that. But shit, everybody was flooded in here. Man, by the time I got off streaming them NBA games, there was like 20,000 people on my live, man. There was like 20,000 people on here. And for real. And then I looked on Facebook, it said about 19. I said, damn. I said, so about 40,000 tune in. And they busted my ass too for it. I got a copyright strike. But I ain't copyright nothing. I ain't gonna do that shit again. That shit was stupid. But that shit was wild though, 2 days ago. I think it was when the Lakers and who did they play? They played the Timberwolves, and they getting busted. Like I said, they getting busted. But let's go into this.
I said this years ago about backup quarterbacks. I said this more than once. A perfect backup quarterback is a guy that could go to the local mall, put sunglasses and a baseball hat on, walk through the mall, and nobody would bother him. Nobody would recognize him. Your starting quarterback in the NFL is going to be a star. All right? All starting quarterbacks in their towns are stars. A backup, nobody wants a celebrity. And so that's the downside. I don't blame only Shedeur, but when you hear he sandbag interviews, that's what Dad did. Deion sandbag interviews. Legendarily sandbagged interviews. Bragged about sandbagging interviews. But Deion was an A+++ prospect, the best corner of all time. Everybody knew going into this draft that Shedeur wasn't a great arm guy. I would have drafted him. Not a mobile guy. I would have drafted him. I was shocked by it. And I was told, if he doesn't go in the first 6 to 8 picks in the top of the second round, people are telling you they see him as a backup. Peter Schrager used to work here, now works at ESPN, also brought up an interesting point. Deion has worked for so many media outlets and has so many friends in the NFL. You know, nobody wanted to give him the truth.
And you know what? That's crazy because rumor has it that he was paying the commentators. He was paying all the black commentators. You could tell that they was going with that Shedeur Samuels narrative the whole week until he got drafted. And after, they still complaining like, man, what's wrong with the NFL? Ain't nothing wrong with the NFL. Something wrong with you. But when you expecting checks from white people all your damn life, where everything's given to you, you might have earned it, but you still getting it from the man you talking shit about. I never understood that. I never understood that. And then they say, "Oh, why ain't we got no black owners?" Well, damn. If you combine their whole salaries together, they could have been done on the team, but they not gonna do that because they're black. And the owners know that. They go, the thing is, this is what black Negroes always gotta do. Once the black man get rich, he gotta come back into the hood and stunt on the broke Negroes to make them feel validated, to make them feel it's a sick culture. I'm gonna be honest with you. Black culture is disgusting culture. And these white people know that because they created the African American. I just don't understand. Why you think you eat pigs and chitlins? Because that's what they gave the workers on the plantation. They get. I don't even call them slaves. I don't call them slaves. I really don't. Slave is just like, yeah, you going to work, buddy. That's all. That's all. How it is now is how it is was back then. We see the same fucking crimes. Matter of fact, we see more heinous crimes we do now than back then. So if you want to be honest, shit, the shit's worse than now. It's just what we call soft kill. Yeah, they can soft kill you now. They don't have to brutally bust you up over the side of the head with like an axe or something. You know, they ain't got to do that no more. They'll give you technology to do it yourself. Yeah, DIY, do it yourself. You don't. That's why I said a race war about to pop off. The race war is against AI, and AI beating up both sides, and they know that too. Why you don't need a pope? You really don't need a physical pope because through AI, he could live out his will through the afterlife through this brain computer face technology. You don't need a president. You actually don't need a judge because AI is going to step into all. It's going to be to the point where they gonna hate the president so much they gonna give an AI president. They gonna program it to be not biased, and it depends on who the programmer is. It all depends on who the programmer is. But I think we gonna come to a, a way of life where it's gonna be AI judges because even with this Carmelo Anthony case and the Austin Metcalf case, they blaming the judge. If you had AI judge, you can't dox your account. You can't pull up on AI. You can't. What you gonna do with that's what they need to do, and they need to program that bitch that goes right by the law too. They know all the law codes and everything. Watch, just go get to that point because technology is going to end racism. And like I said, the white supremacists don't know that, but it's getting done right underneath their nose. I talked to the white supremacists on my show about 2 weeks ago, and I said, man, with the numbers, they say white people are going extinct, but I was trying to explain it's the technology that's making people phase out into other social groups. Yes, but the thing is, white people go come out again and then bust y'all ass. They just wait until this reset, you know what I'm saying, combs over. And then white people, you go see more white people pop back out. You know what I'm saying? Go up and down, up and down. So that's just the way it is. But also they're giving out that you know what to make people sterile too. So a lot of people sterile, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are just confused right now. But let's get into this. Shout out to my white folks out there. You know I'm gonna keep it real with y'all because some of y'all don't believe me, you know what I'm saying? But we had to do these shows to let y'all know, like, man, this shit really real out here, family. Like They really trying to do away with y'all, and one day you gonna wake up like, damn, where all these light skinned kids come from? Where all these Jadens come from? You know what I'm saying? It'd be too late then. Then you gotta reincarnate. Then you gotta reincarnate again. But the thing is, they been doing that, y'all. They been when a race get low, they got the baby machine. Yeah, we call it the Cabbage Patch Kid. We did an episode on that. When the birth rates get low, they know how to repopulate. I'll tell you that right now. We had a picture of it. We had a picture. I don't think it's on this slide. But yeah, they know how to hook women up to that test tube. And Mary was not the only one that had this type of immaculate conception. There was other women in the Bible that was artificially inseminated as well. They don't tell you this because they want to keep the technology to themselves and they want to feed you religion. And religion is to bind or rebind with this God called Legion. And Legion personifies Neuralink or the ball and chain concept. I'm trying to tell y'all something and get it through y'all head. They hide in technology, y'all. That's the serpent. That's the knowledge of the serpent. What did the serpent personify in the garden? The knowledge of good and evil. That's God like now. You can't just be all the way good here and expect. Because the thing is, if you coming down in this realm and you all the way good, you're not gonna know the dark side. That's what the Masonic checkerboard personifies in Freemasonry. And you might have to pull that picture up and go back to the. Let me see if I've still got it. I can't find it. I already done erased it off my threads. I ain't gonna go back and do all that. But I'm gonna upload this because this got something to do with this gold chain concept. Because guess what? Who's gold? Their god Moloch is gold. Their god Baal is gold. And you see he got a damn chain on his neck too. Just like JalenHurts and Shedeur Sanders.
Your son's okay. And then once noise scares a lot of teams, especially at one position. The discussions are always different about quarterbacks than non-quarterbacks. When I talk to NFL people, we always talk about toughness. We talk about productivity and speed and vertical. When you talk about quarterbacks, it's leadership. Will guys follow him over a hill? Is he a foxhole guy? The conversation changes.
You see? See what I'm saying? We gotta do wellness checks on Sanders, man. Content only. It's content for real. Watch. And the thing is, he's prime time. He's like his dad. He gonna be prime time, but it ain't gonna be on the field. They're gonna be doing other shenanigans like sexy. It's gonna be one big club in Cleveland, and I don't even think they want his ass. They're gonna try to get his ass out of there. Look at this, y'all. We'll pull this up because this is cool. Just in, a new render of the planned RFK Stadium with a glass roof views of the U.S. Capitol. You don't think Trump got his penis in this right here? You a fucking mind. He gonna have some watch. We gonna keep an eye on this. This is dope right here. I like this. So this is gonna be the new stadium right here with the Washington Commanders. And the Washington Commanders, they got a pretty good team too. Let me be honest with you, they got a pretty good team. But shit, if I was Trump, I would get my hands on some of this action. This in Washington too. The timeline to open is at 2030. So yeah. And you know what? It's crazy because man, I see a lot of black podcasters talking about boycotting the NFL. Ain't no fucking way. a few disgruntled, angry motherfucking Negroes go boycott 32 fucking families. Come on, man. Like really? Come on, man. You know how many these people are replaceable, man. They can find another Jalen Hurts. I don't know. I don't know if they can find another Jalen Hurts. Let me take that back. Jalen Hurts, he's an excellent football player, but his brain is fried, just like LeBron. Excellent specimen, brain fried. Sad, man. That's the mind of a slave. That's the mind of COINTELPRO. Let's see what else we got on the menu. I think we done covered every. Yeah, this the hold on, man. This the close up of the damn chain right here. It looked like the same shit. It looked like the same damn chain. Jalen Hurts, he got his shit cubing out with the link right there, and then you see what I'm saying? He just got another guy head in this damn emblem right here. It's just stupid to me, but ball and chain. I ain't hating. Just do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. But trust me, at this point in time, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of Black Americans and a lot of white Americans, they looking at this shit like, "Hey, man, congratulations, but you come in the wrong spot. Oh, all that's gone." And you might, man, there's been instances of celebrities, entertainers, athletes losing their life because they want to flex on the poor people. They want to go back, flex on the poor whites, go back to their hood, flex on the poor blacks for what? So you could wind up in a casket? So you could wind up in the middle of this emblem right here? Or on a chain or on a t-shirt? Shit's crazy, y'all.
That's insane, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
This too? No, that's fine.
My brother Shedeur told me he wanted a new piece, a chain that nobody had, and he wanted to let
Shit, Cleveland not fucking with this shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Cleveland not fucking with this shit, y'all. He should have posted a video of him throwing the football to a receiver or something. This shit, he on his way out the NFL, y'all. They gonna get his ass out the NFL, man. He's not gonna make it to the Cleveland Browns. From here to now, he's not gonna make it, y'all. This is the thing. He living in this is fantasy land. He's actually living in fantasy land, y'all. He does not know how this system works at all. Because his pinnacle is NFL, NFL, NFL. They think NFL is heaven, but it's niggas for life. And if you go to the Browns, we all know that's NFL prison. That's back on the plantation. It's all cold up there, all of that. They ain't gonna send them to no team that's where it's hot at. By the time he get out of Cleveland, he's gonna be light skinned from all the damn cold and dark weather. He's not even gonna be brown. He's not even gonna be a brown. The Browns draft a fucking brown. That was the whole trolling part right there. Y'all didn't see that? That shit was funny. I said the Browns drafted a brown man. Man, I said I ought to looked at my skin and said the Browns. I said, motherfucker, I'm already brown. I ought have said, nah, I ain't going there, man. I ain't about to fuck with my head like that. And I'm already brown too. And now y'all prank calling and doing all, man, hell no. My pride would have got to me. But guess what? You gotta stand on something. And obviously, Mr. Legendary ain't standing on nothing except this damn chain. And who knows? This might be moissanite diamonds, but guess who knows it's fake? This shit might be made out of Play-Doh, but they know how to shine it up. He probably looking at, well, shine it up, shine that bad boy up real nice, make it look real. He don't care if it's real or fake. He just care about the price tag. They can make these, man. You could get this off Temu. What if this was off Temu? You think he would know? Hell no, because he got a gump brain. He tied to a ball and chain, family. It's sad I gotta talk about him like this. He's a good boy, but his mind is fucked up, y'all. And his daddy ain't gonna tell him this, so other people on the internet gonna have to raise this boy, man. For real. Dead serious. Y'all think for real? Or he gonna wind up dead. Trust me. If you got sexy red around coming around, yeah. Just know there's murder. And sexy red, her name is Red for a reason. Let's go.
Every term, so we designed something for him. Hopefully he's gonna like it.
Them motherfuckers ain't even dancing.
He hasn't seen me yet.
Those things ain't even dancing. See, JalenHurts, his diamonds dance. You see his diamonds dancing? His shit ain't dancing. He got moissanite.
Hopefully he's gonna like it. He hasn't seen me yet.
Look at it.
That shit them diamonds supposed to be dancing, y'all. Them diamonds supposed to be dancing. Now, when you seen JalenHurts, we go see, watch, we go pull up JalenHurts chain.
You hear that? Won't sound cheap. This is ridiculous. Yes. Good Lord.
Oh yeah, his shit dancing a little bit, but his ain't dancing like JalenHurts. His shit ain't dancing like JalenHurts. I'll tell you that much. And who the fuck knows if they put a LED light in this bitch? You know what I'm saying? They could have put. They make the thing so goddamn thick. You could fit a LED light in that bitch. Now the thing is, his shit ain't. We go pull up the difference between JalenHurts chain and hit, and you see how his shit shining. You see, it ain't the same, fam.
Oh, yeah.
His shit ain't dancing like that. It's dancing, but it ain't dancing like Michael Jackson, y'all. Nah, fuck his diamonds ain't dancing at all. Man, look, let's pull up JalenHurts. Let's pull up JalenHurts shit. Hold on, y'all. This shit pathetic.
So that's what
You see what I'm saying? Hold on, let's pull this up, man. Here go, look. Here goes Samardo Samuel shit.
I want to see, huh?
This shit dancing for real. You know what I'm
So
saying?
that's what y'all want to see, huh?
Yeah, his shit dancing for real. Big difference, man. Moissanite with an LED light. Cold cut diamonds right there. Those are them cold cuts right there. So yeah, she's crazy. So he made the one bread chain. Now Shedeur Samuels, he trying to do his shit with his legendary chain. Monkey see, monkey do, man. Like, come on, man. Like, monkey see, monkey do. Like, damn. He ain't get. I ain't even gonna say nothing, man. Whoever fed this boy his script, man, fucked his head up for life, bro. I ain't trying to cap it. I ain't capping for JalenHurts. He's still COINTELPRO Pro. I'm just saying. Golly. Is it that bad out here that you got a monkey see, monkey do? What else we got on the itinerary? What else do we got on the itinerary? Hold on, y'all. I think I had something else to show y'all. Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp is out on the prowl again, y'all. And he was caught out in public doing an electric slide, y'all. Look at this. After all the sex allegations, and allegedly they said that the people at ESPN, they was like, if y'all don't get rid of Shannon, they all leaving. Yeah, they said that too. They all leaving. Man, look, this perv is out here twisting and twirling, shaking his badass hips with black people when he got caught up with a white woman. You know what I'm saying? He out here shucking and jiving with the horny goat pills, out here having a good old time after the damn sexual assault charges. Don't make no damn sense now, does it? It really doesn't. His big ass dancing, you know what I'm saying? Looking all weird like a Ninja Turtle and shit out here dancing. Like a cartoon. Once they turn you to a cartoon character, your life is in shambles. Once they turn you into a damn Muppet baby, and why are these black folks putting up with this shit when this was the whole narrative? Oh, it was the white girl who set him up. He's still out there dancing with black folks, y'all. You see how dumb the black community is? Out here doing an electric slide, man. But guess what? Since he's rich and he has muscles, oh, he can come out here and do the electric slide. He get a pass. He get a fucking pass. Because he's a part of this program. Niggas for life. And when you're a nigger for life, guess what? You could do that, you know what I'm saying? You could be a rapist, all of that. Black people go invite you right back in they fucking door. I told you, man, something wrong. Something is truly wrong. I think it has something to do with the scamdemic, you know what I'm saying? Brains got fried and shit during them last 4 or 5 years. Brain turned to fucking mush. Shit's crazy. Okay, we got one more story. This dude right here, man. They prank call his ass too, man. Eagles rookie quarterback Kyle McCord says he received multiple prank phone calls during the draft, answering every single one, hoping it would be the real thing. When Eagles GM Howie Roseman called him in the 6th round, McCord assumed it was just another prank call. Damn, so they pranked him too. Yeah, they pranking a lot of people, man. Damn. It wasn't just Samuels. It wasn't just Sanders, but they go make it seem like it was just him. Yeah, he got tricked too. I think I'm about done, man. We done almost hit the 2-hour mark, so yeah, we about done, family. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. You already know I'm gonna be back on in the morning. Yeah, they got their Diddy on. Like after they come from Diddy's house, they go praise the God. They become preachers. You seen Denzel Washington do it. We seen Shannon Sharp do it. We seen Samuels do it. I mean, we seen Sanders do it. So yeah, we out. We're out. I think we're done. Make sure y'all sub up to the channel.